Yes, everyone, welcome back to tonight's live stream of our playoff game in the Conference League against Servette. Now, apologies for the delay, technical difficulties, as well as the fact that I hadn't eaten, so there was no way I was going to eat after this stream and then be done at like 11 tonight. Absolutely not. I had to eat before. Worked out today, did a bit of a session, so yeah, timing wasn't the thing, but I'm getting used to this format now, doing this live stream, and I'm hoping that as the season goes on, I'll get more familiar and a bit better with doing this. So it's great to see you guys here. Kickstar, how you doing, man? Abdul, what you saying, bro? Hope you guys are all good. Yeah, let's transition into the lineup. As you guys can see right now, this is the lineup tonight. Now, I look back and I think to myself, like, why did I not see this? I feel like we saw a lineup similar to this in pre-season. There's a little error there. Madueke shouldn't actually be there. He's not playing. Neto, let me just take Madueke off. Neto on the right side, Mudryk on the left, Gu up front. Nkunku, Dewsbury Hall, Caicedo, Vega, Badiashile, Tosin. And let me take off Reece James as well. My lord, man. Anyway, yeah, I think that's looking a lot better now, lads. But not going to lie, on paper, it's a pretty exciting lineup, right? I know, like, how us fans are. We see lineups, our imaginations start running wild. We start thinking about all the possibilities. But I look at a lineup like this now and I think, raw, there's actually goals in this team. The balance of Neto cutting in with his left foot, Mudryk doing the same thing down the left side too, and having two offensive eights in Dewsbury Hall and Nkunku. Like, if this is what type of lineups we're going to get in the Conference League, I'm here for it. I actually feel like the Conference League might not be that bad. I think it might be like a welcome addition to our season, considering the fact that if things aren't going well in the league, we can look forward to these games, hopefully batter a few teams, get a lot of goals. And I feel like the Conference League can be like the confidence boost that we need in between games in the season to put us back on track in the league, right? That's like my best possible outcome in which I see this. But tonight against Servette, I was on their website earlier. They understand they have a pretty impossible mission tonight. And I feel like if we don't absolutely just floor Servette tonight, there's going to be some issues, not going to lie. Yeah, I'm not going to start any of the negativity right now, though. Obviously, there's an opportunity here. I'm hoping the boys tonight, they're not going to waste it. They're going to take it with both hands. But yeah, that's the lineup. I mean, what you guys thinking when you've seen this? I'm looking at the lineup, looking at the Sassy. I think he might not be here too long. Let's see what Newcastle do. That'd be quite interesting. Jorgensen in goal. Thank you, you guys. Flipping hell, man. The streaming stuff, bro, it's really not as simple as it looks like. But yeah, Jorgensen on screen. Thank you guys for correcting me. Anyone have a stream? If you guys want to watch the game, it's on the club's website. But you know what? I'm going to be on Twitter. I have that open. And if by some chance someone is like streaming the game, I'm going to post the link to you guys in the chat so you guys don't miss out, yeah? So I'm going to put out a little tweet right now. Any stream links on Twitter tonight, and whatever I get back, I'm going to post it in the chat, you guys, and I'm going to have you. Don't worry, NiiNii's got you. Like, no one's going to miss out on watching this game, yeah? So let's hope for good things. Anyway, Adam, you got an Instagram page. I need to get one. I have one, but I've not used it in probably since I first started this channel all them years back. If I'm gonna be like brutally honest with you guys, like, I'm not really Mr. Social Media. I'm a bit old school like that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a 90s baby. I know what the world was like before social media, and I was part of the world when it became a thing. So I feel like I'm, best of both. I want to like keep a bit of my privacy, but equally at the same time, I know that I could do more with socials, and something to think about this season for sure. Edwards, you found a Twitter link, yeah? If you have a link, maybe post it in the chat right now in case anyone else needs one. That would be really handy. That would be really ideal. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. Match will be starting in like 1 minute's time now. So, yeah, I need to see W's today. I need to see a lot of goals. I need to see big things happening. I actually have to see all these things today. You guys in the chat, what's your score predictions right now? That's what I'm curious about. What's all your score predictions? Let me know how you're feeling. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. This kit, like when the players wear the kit, I actually think I think it's a fun kit, to be honest with you. Like, I was actually really impressed when I got this. It feels really good too. Pedro Neto debut. Oh, I'm gassed, honestly. I kind of feel like we might win 3-4-0. And I think Neto is going to score in his debut. I think he'll get an assist. And I think he'll score. I think he's going to influence the game quite a lot. So let's see what happens. It's a shame that Maresca all of a sudden has kicked out the team. Like, is he going to be like the Raheem Sterling 2.0 or something? I thought this kid was decent, and all of a sudden he's surpassed the requirements. Are we planning on doing some more nonsense in the window? Who knows? But I don't know, man. I think Maresca, it's a bit of a shame, not going to lie. I'm seeing your predictions. Anchor, Derek 6-0, okay. Wagim 5-0. Anchor 2-1, 2-1. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, man. Be a bit more ambitious. 2-1. Okay, let's see. You could be right, but nah, not tonight. 1-0 to Servette. Angle. Wow, some of you guys are not feeling optimistic at all. Any links? I'm going to go on Twitter right now. I've asked for links. Try watching my page, okay. I'm not saying nothing, mate. This guy's capping hard right now. Twitter, man, just be helpful. People are telling me to pay $4.99, like I'm not already doing that. Come on, boys, the game's starting now. Let's go. Nah, don't piss me off. Why is this instantly not updating with the score right now? This streaming stuff, man. Good grief. Anyway, the game's starting, my friends. Give me a second. The live scoreboard will come on anytime soon. Just bear with me. I'll answer some questions in the chat right now, though, in the meantime. Okay, big up NiiNii, my bro. Hope you're well. I think we're going to smash them off the pitch 5-0. That's what I want to see. And already, Dewsbury Hall is carrying the ball up the field. Gets tackled, intercepted. He's chasing after it again. He wins that. And we've got possession back. He's looking for the forward pass. He slots in you. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh. Nah, I thought it was going to be the maddest start then. Wow. I thought Gu was I thought he was about to do it then. Great ball in behind by Dewsbury Hall. Gu just able to take the ball away from the keeper, but he slips. That's very unlucky. But I love Gu's movement. Like he doesn't wait for the ball to come. He's always forcing. Like he's always telling his teammates where he wants the ball played because he's moving early. I think that's a very good skill set that he has. I do like you. Let's see if we sign a Simhen, but a part of me feels like we probably won't because the wages are looking a bit mad. But anyway, yes, finally, the scoreboard's on, my friends. The timer's on. Everything's working perfectly. Now I can relax. Now I can enjoy the game with you guys. But yeah, I feel like if this is going to be a taster of things to come in this first half, you nearly scoring a goal in an empty net, I'm feeling pretty confident. Obviously, Vegas played against them. Playing the inverted role right now. Oh, Badia Shill, poor pass, man. Poor pass. That's not the ball right there, man. Okay, and Kunku right sides makes sense. We saw him play that position in pre-season. Okay, come on, boys. Oh. Already, like, in like no amount of passes, we're creating... Oh, what? Oh, the keeper's injured. Okay. That's annoying. But Neto, the pure pace on the right side. Two-footed ability. Like, great ball across the goal with his left foot. Neto, I think he's going to add quite a lot for us. Like, we've needed that consistent 1v1 dribbler in our team. We've not had that enough with certain players. Yeah, I feel like I'm really gonna like Neto this season. Fingers crossed he doesn't get any serious injuries, and fingers crossed he's gonna be fit and healthy. That's the most important thing. But just that direct threat, that's what we need, man. Hopefully Mudryk will have a big game today, just to boost his confidence at least. Yes, it's Servette, but come on, man. You're playing against like a mid-table Swiss team. You have to ball tonight. I'm sorry. You have to ball out tonight. You have to affect the game. You need to make things happen. I've been very patient with Mudryk until near the end of last season when I was losing my patience a bit because he wasn't really taking advantage of the game time or minutes he was getting. Vega on the ball. Like, I'm really curious to see how he develops and performs this season. I feel like he has the confidence in his game, right? I don't think he's phased at all. And like when you're like 6'3", 6'4", and you look like a Viltschman, you look like a, superhero on the field. Obviously, you're gonna feel pretty confident, no? Badia Shill. Was that his right foot then? Was that Badia or Tosin? I think it was Badia, right? But it looks like already we're trying to quickly play balls to find our wingers, to isolate them 1v1, which I'm okay with. I think that's entertaining. I think that's fun. Okay. Servette keeper plays it long. Vega wins that. Of course he does. Where can I get a free stream? I'm going to, hopefully someone on Twitter is going to help. Send me a DM. Oh, VPN. Ah, nah. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to find like stream links on Twitter. And hopefully I can help you guys watch the game. Otherwise, it's $4.99 on the club's app. I think $4.99 is a bit pricey, to be honest with you. But it's what it is. Oh, crap. Okay. At least Jorgensen showed some quick feet then to deal with that situation. I thought I was about to see another Masaku type of goal. No, not Masaku, Masuaku. Remember that goal that he scored against us for West Ham away from home? A Servette player tried an attempt like that, and he nearly caught out Jorgensen. Anyway, Tosin in the middle of the back three. No pressure on him. Plays the ball into Caicedo, who finds the Sassy, who squares it back to Tosin. They're keeping their three-man shape. Tosin's carrying the ball further up the field. Gu's dropped deeper now. Tosin's waiting to attract the press. Then he plays it back to the Sassy on the right-hand side, who finds Nkunku in the right half space now. Nkunku holds the ball, plays it back. That's Maresca's football. He wants to like funnel the opposition backwards, forwards, left, right, blah, blah, blah. And eventually there'll be a hole to play through. That's what he's trying to encourage in this team now. So now we're encouraging the Servette players to press us, and now we've played through that. And now there's an attacking opportunity. Oh, Neto, he cuts inside, plays Mudryk on the left. Dewsbury Hall makes a wide run, left inside. He plays it back to Vega, who's in the interior. And now the ball's gone back to the defence. But our defence now is past the halfway line. So we're really like pushing up and suffocating the pitch right now. That was a good play because Servette were pressing us and we played through that quite easily then. Disasi squares it to find Neto. Neto and Nkunku combinations on the right hand side. I'm here for that tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do together. Back to the Sassy. We're slowing the pace down a bit now. Ball's going backwards. Hopefully the Stamford Bridge fans kind of get used to that a bit. They're going to have to get used to that this season, right? Listen, I know this type of football isn't everyone's cup of tea, and I'm not going to be angry if it's not yours, but there's nothing we can do now. And hopefully at least we can show improvements. Anyway, Dewsbury Hall, he finds Mudryk. Oh, shit. Good defending. That was good defending. Just slightly under hit pass by the tiniest margins then. But I'm liking the play, right to left, but trying to find like either Neto or Mudryk as the three men to quickly, find them isolated in them spaces. And, we're in complete control right now. But we're moving the ball with a nice bit of tempo. It's not like too slow. It's not like too boring or anything like that. Yes, toast, and that's his. Plays it to Caicedo. So if Caicedo's starting, maybe Lavia's starting the next Prem game. Anyway, Neto, all pure burners. Okay, that was a good tackle by Mazaku. I feel really bad that I don't know a single Servette player's name. But I should have done some research beforehand. I apologize. I feel like if I'm going to be doing these streams now during the Conference League, I'm going to have to do some real research behind the teams I'm playing against, star players, all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's definitely some homework for me for the future. But anyway, the centre halves are past the halfway line. We're restarting a new phase of play. We're really trying to find Neto on the right-hand side a lot, though. I feel like he's on the ball a lot more compared to Mudryk right now. But I feel like with this football eventually, Servette are going to tire out. I think when they start to feel their legs like drain and get a bit heavier, I think we'll open them up then. Okay, come on, boys. Come on. Badia on the left-hand side. Dewsbury Hall's drifting wide, but Badia plays it back to Tosin, who squares it back to Disasi, who finds Nkunku in the half space again, carrying the ball up the field, plays it to Neto. Neto plays it back to Disasi. I feel like I'm going to say this all night. Okay, Mudryk on the left. Come on, Mikhailo. Oh, he cuts in. Nice little play. Good touch by Gu. Sped the tempo up a tiny bit, and Caicedo does well to find Disasi on the right, who plays it to Neto. Neto, left foot across. Oh, unlucky. Gu. He tries to like bend his knees then to like connect with that cross. That was very unlucky, but I was waiting for that little like, you know, injection of pace. But anyway, Dewsbury Hall wide left. Back to Badia. I think like as the team understands each other more, each other's games, I'm saying that so wrong, but I think the reason why we're seeing lots of like safe options in terms of like, okay, if there's an option maybe to do something a bit more ambitious, the players are deciding to just play it back to the defense. I think they want to keep things like professional. They want to like familiarize themselves with each other's game and, you know, understand the system more. And hopefully, once we get to the halfway point of the season playing this way, we'll see more expression. We'll see more relationships formed. We'll see more, you know, imagination in this football. But I'm curious to see how we do, because obviously when Maresca took over Leicester City, he didn't need that long for Leicester to get used to his ideas, and they had like a phenomenal first half to the season. Obviously they had difficulties once teams started to like, you know, drop their lines, use different tactics, etc., etc. But I think it was Harry Winks was mentioning the fact that if there was, you know, Maresca had like a plan, you know, 2, 3, and 4, but there wasn't any time to implement that. But if he had remained at Leicester, of course, the ideas and the system and the tactics would have evolved and got more advanced. So, you know, Maresca's no fool. He's no like joke manager. I feel like he's got a bit of confidence in himself, to be fair. Obviously, he's been not criticised, that's the wrong word, but he's been very firm and maybe brutal at times in terms of how he's assembling the squads and, you know, getting what he needs done. And I think, on one hand, that's a good sign of confidence that he knows what he wants. He knows what he has to do. He's got a goal in mind and he won't let anything mess that up, no matter what. Which I can respect, right? Because, listen, Chelsea managers, if things work out against you, like injuries, for example, that can be your career gone. And it's not even like your full fault. Like if Pochettino had Nkunku from the start of the season, maybe we get Seal. Maybe things are a bit different. So I completely understand why Maresca, he would have analysed what's been going on. He wouldn't have just signed for us just like that because a big club was after him. Other big clubs are after him. I know Man United were also looking at him as well too. So he wasn't desperate for this. You know, he signed for us because he believed in the project, he believes in the players, and he needed assurances that his work could manifest and he'd be supported from that. And that's why he got the 5-year deal. And I don't think we'd have dished out a 5-year deal just like that if the directors and owners didn't think Maresca has something to him. So, listen, on one hand, is this the football that I ideally want to see? Maybe not. Not that I'm opposed to it or I don't like it. I kind of like the Real Madrid-ish type of players take responsibility type of football. That's my personal thing. I grew up watching the Prem back when it used to peak in like the, you know, 04, 05 seasons and the 2010s and all of that good stuff. But I also think Maresca's Leicester play good football. And I do think with more time and understanding the setup and system, I think this squad could maybe, could make sense of this football and make things happen. So just a few thoughts on Maresca. But Servette with their first opportunity in 14 minutes, they moved the ball quite nicely on the left-hand sides. You're thinking to yourself, could we not control the situation more? Caicedo, like how are you not intercepting that then? How's that going through you? If you're going to be our enforcer, you have to be a bit more assertive, right? I feel like I need to be like quite calm with Caicedo because on one hand, I understand that, I think he can be world class, but I think he'll be world class when he's like 24, 25. I think he needs more experience. But I think because I've been so used to seeing N'Golo Kante, like one of the very best, like, in defensive actions, you're always going to like unfairly compare, right? Whenever another player doesn't make the same decisions or get things right like Kante used to do. I know I need to like calm down with Caicedo a little bit, I understand. But, equally too, I do want him to show some improvements in the defensive sides. Yeah, he can win a tackle, but I think sometimes he exerts too much force or he's giving away too many fouls or he's not in the right position to deal with danger. Just little things like that. But I think he can get better for sure. And he can really, become one of the top mids in Europe. I feel like that's what I see happening in his future. Anyway, good defending to clear that away. I think that's Vega on the right-hand side carrying the ball up, but he plays it back instead. You were thinking, was there an opportunity then? Vega, we know that you're like Mr. Long Balls. You had like some of the highest long passing completion rate in the Swiss league. I think he ranks in the top 3 percentiles in Europe actually for long range passes. I felt like that was an opportunity then for him to demonstrate that and release Mudryk. But like I was saying before, I think the players, they don't want to do anything too ambitious. I think they want to like keep to the system, keep to the ideas. And hopefully as the season goes on, we'll see improvements. But anyway, this guy on the left side for Servette looks a bit dangerous. I need to find out what his name is, but he looks quite dangerous on that left side. Some nice little tech, nice little step overs then. It's our turn to defend now. Oh, that was a good ball. Oh shit, come on Vega. Yes, Vega. Yes, Vega. Yes, Vega. Great tackle. Great tackle. Vega, this guy, he's an interesting player, right? Like, he's like, on paper, he's the perfect player. He's got the height, the aerial ability, the technique, everything. So when we signed him, I wasn't really opposed to it. I was a bit maybe like, oh, we're not going for like Calafiori or something, someone who'd be like more ready now to help us get where we want to. But, Vega on one hand, I can see why the scouts might think, well, actually, if we give this guy a year or two, we don't need to splash 55 million or 50 million on a Calafiori. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how he develops this season. I think he might get a lot more game time than we actually realise. So, yeah, nice little tackle from him then. Yes, Vega. Okay, now it's our turn to win that ball back. What's our pressing structure saying? Neto's looking for his man out wides, and Nkunku's just not dealing with the guy on the ball. Then I feel like Nkunku pressing, it's a little bit of a weakness, a little bit. Obviously his qualities are on the ball, but off the ball. So Nkunku's leading with Gu up front. So it's like a 4-4-2 shape. Gu's trying to like block the pass by standing in the passing lanes. Like, are we pressuring enough though? It's a bit easy for Servette to play through us, no? Like, they're finding the ball to their winger out wide on the right. There's barely any pressure. Mudryk, are you going to win that ball or are you going to pretend to win that ball? And you give the foul away. Oh my God, man. Stuff like this though, like the pressing. You know, I think there's a reason why Pochettino last season really just coached the hell out of these guys when it came to running. Because if you got all these like pretty boy football players, it needs to start putting that working off the ball. You know, if Pep Guardiola's Barcelona team could do that with guys who are smaller than what we have in our team, there's no excuses for these guys. I just felt like the pressing was really weak from the top then, and look, now we're defending a free kick situation that should have been avoided, in my opinion. Oh no, okay, Neto gets done. Anyway, Caicedo's there to sweep the danger away. Gu wins that. So the last 5 minutes, Servette have been on the ball a lot more. Like this guy on the left, yeah, he's a bit techie, this guy, not gonna lie. What's his name? Derek. That's a pretty easy name to remember. Derek. Yeah, watch out for Derek. I mean, listen, if you're playing for Servette, when do you ever get the opportunity to play against Chelsea? You're going to play one of the games of your life, right? I'm sure this guy's been excited since the announcement of this draw. And this is like a massive moment to not only play against a big team, but maybe if scouts are watching, they might be thinking, shit, who's this guy on the left that's, you know, moving to the Disassi and Caicedo right now, you know? I feel like last 5 minutes, you know, Servette have been on the ball a lot more. But now it's an opportunity to see how this team like problem solves, what they do when they don't have the ball, and how they figure out solutions now. For a second, I thought that was Chiellini. That's not Chiellini. I thought the Servette manager was Chiellini. Anyway, Disassi, that's yours. Win that. Oh yeah. Like anytime there's like these second ball, bounce ball situations, I never really feel like we're in complete control. You know, how did a Servette player get a shot off then when you've got Tosin, Disassi, Caicedo in that area? Yeah, come on, boys, wake up, man. Ugh. In my head, I thought maybe 4-5-0. I feel like an idiot right now because this game will not be 4-5. And to people, when I was laughing at you saying 2-1, 2-0, 1-0, I think this might be the realistic score, to be honest. Come on, boys. Like, back to Caicedo, who squares it back to Badia. And Badia, are you going to play it forward or are you going to play it back to Tosin? You're going to play it back to Tosin, okay. Like, does this stuff happen because, like, the relationship between, like, the wide defender and the offensive eight is not, like, perfect? Like, if Dewsbury Hall was wider earlier, would Badia have then played that forward pass? I'm just looking at how we're progressing the ball now. Servette, I feel like they're feeling a bit more confident. They're getting on the ball a bit more. Mudryk, nice play then. Dewsbury Hall drifting wide to the left. Oh, that was a very nice idea then. And that was well executed, that pass by Dewsbury Hall. That was really nice. But again, it's just like, you know, Mudryk can't really get a shot. But I think we have a corner. Yeah, we have a corner at least. So we have some big guys in Tosin, Vega. We bought height this summer. We got Gu there as well. Disassi, Badia. Come on, boys. Like, I need to see something now. Come on. Now, don't be hitting the first man. I hate when players do that. You think professionals would never, ever do that, right? But anyway, Nkunku with an interesting ball towards the 6-yard box. Like, anytime I look at set pieces now, I try to think, like, what's the set piece plan? Obviously, we've hired Bernardo Cueva from Brentford. They were very creative with their set pieces last season. It does seem like, are we going for more, you know, outswingers to the 6-yard box? Maybe. But maybe that's like the best solution against Servette tonight. Come on, Neto. Okay. Plays it back to Mudryk. Oh, that was decent. That was decent. Anyway, Dewsbury Hall out wide again. Cross. Oh, shit. I thought Badia was about to score then. But that was, yeah, that was a nice cross. A nice inviting cross for someone to attack that header then. Okay, a bit of deflection, but yeah. Okay. That's it, Neto. Come on, Mudryk. Okay, square switch ball finds Neto, but it's slightly overhit. Neto couldn't control that perfectly then. And yeah, moment's gone. Servette about to take a throw-in right now in their own half on that left-hand side. We win the second ball, do we? Do we get it? No, we don't. That Derek guy again on the ball, driving towards goal right now. I mean, he looks pretty decent, this Derek guy, I'm not going to lie. He's got like a nice first touch, a nice little bit of like body balance to his game, like the ball's under control when he's like running at his man. Like he looks alright. And Kunku now finds Neto. One thing I've noticed in this game is that Neto is making that Saka run. If you guys know what I mean, you know, like Arteta encouraged Saka to receive the ball when he's like running at a diagonal angle. And I've noticed Neto has been doing that quite a lot in this game, receiving passes from Nkunku. So maybe that's something Maresca is looking to encourage a lot more now. He wants his wingers who are cutting insides to be receiving as they're, you know, moving inside. I think that's better because I think a lot of times actually when wingers don't do that, they're then forced to play passes backwards all the time. So it keeps momentum going, you know, it keeps the pace going well. Yeah, I think it's an interesting thing to do. Like with Maresca, I see a bit of Pep, I see a bit of Arteta, I see a bit of everything, to be honest. But I mean, it makes sense for, I mean, they all came from Man City, they've all worked under Pep Guardiola. I mean, of course, there's going to be like lots of similarities, right? Anyway, we're squeezing the pitch right now. Centre halves are past the halfway line. A lot of square balls being played between Badia and Caicedo, but Torres plays it forward to Dewsbury Hall. He looks all right. I think he's like a bit promising so far in this first half. Like he's trying to make things happen. I mean, Neto now, 1v1. Oh, the pure pace, Neto. Ooh. But yeah, Neto's acceleration and change of pace is mad. Like, his step overs are funny though. But they work, right? They're effective. I feel like he really like, when he does the step over, he's really stepping over that football. But hey, it works. And obviously he's a professional football player and I'm just a guy on YouTube talking nonsense right now. So listen, I know my place in this footballing game. Anyway, Caicedo telling Badia to push the hell up then. Come on, move forward, mate. And then he plays it backwards. Come on, Badia, man, please. Let's be a little bit more positive in this game. Tolson on the ball again. Squares it to Badia. Badia, don't play it sideways. Don't play it sideways. Okay, good. Finds Mudryk left. Nice play, Mudryk. Oh, Mikhailo! Oh, you took the shot too early, bro. Ay. Mikhailo, you took it too early, man. I thought he was about to run on goal. You know, luckily the ball bounces back to Mudryk, who's kind of through on goal a little bit. And I feel like he takes a shot early because he sees an upcoming Servette player looking to close him down. But I'm just thinking, come on, Mudryk, man. Like, at least hit the target. At least test the keeper. Maybe I'm being too critical, but I'm sorry. Like, I keep seeing this guy's finishing compilations on social media 24/7. But he doesn't translate that on the field. Like how many years do I have to wait for him to, you know, take shots that test the keeper, you know, that make the keepers work? Please. Okay. I feel so far though, I feel like Gu's looking a bit disconnected at the moment. He's not getting as much service right now. I wonder if he decides to drop a bit deeper, or maybe the team have to like do a bit better on the ball right now. Anyway, Derek, Servette player switch ball to find him wides. The Sassy does well to win that ball off him. Finds Neto, who plays it back to the Sassy on the right side. That's good play. Back to Tosin. Badia carrying the ball up the fields. Please don't just play it sideways, man. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Yo, I thought I was going to be finished online then for a second. I'm in a different office. I don't have the same chair that I used to have. Come on, that's poor play. Why are you going to play the pass to Gu when there was nothing you could do then? Flipping hell, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So this Servette player from the right side, he plays an early low-driven cross that takes out a whole defense. And luckily, you know, it was overhit just a tiny bit away from that Servette player. But that was a good idea that really just... Yeah, our defense wasn't ready for that then. So Servette are showing that they got a bit of quality, to be honest. Again, Derek's found wide left again. They're looking to like really play like a lot of early balls to him down that side. So he's like one of the main threats in their team right now. But Servette, they're showing some quality on the ball, that they're not scared of the occasion. You know, they're looking to play. They're organised when they have to be. They push numbers up when they have to. I mean, you know, we have to, you know, I feel you have to respect every team you play against. Yeah, that's it. Well intercepted. Gu finds Nkunku. Counter-attacking moment. Mudryk on the left. Mudryk, please, Mudryk, you got this, please. Yes, Mudryk, he finds Neto, that's it, Neto. Top bins. Oh, shit. So Mudryk, of course, it was a nice little counter-attacking moment, and Nkunku carries the ball. He's trying to release Mudryk on the left side. Mudryk can't get his shot off, but he keeps the ball well. Finds Neto on the right sides of the box. And Neto tries to take a shot by cutting inside with his left foot, but it goes straight towards the keeper. So, you know, it was like the only bit of injection of pace we've seen in like the last 10 minutes. Like one of the rare counter-attacking opportunities we've seen this entire game from us, to be honest. So, you know, okay, right now, this is a good move. In like 3 or 4 passes, we find Neto in behind on the right side, but Nkunku's pass is slightly overhit then. I mean, I wish we were testing the keeper a bit more. I wish we had a few more shots on goal. Like, after the first minute when Gu could have scored, I thought, okay, is this going to be one of those games where, you know, this could be 2-3-0 in the first half? But, yeah, I need to stop talking about us like we have, like, Drogba and Lampard and all these players that we used to, you know, remember back in the day. Please wake up, boys. Jesus. Like, Servette are playing some pretty dangerous balls across goal. And, you know, this guy on the right side, that's 2 amazing deliveries from him. Who is number 9 for Servette? Is that the fullback? Anyway, he's looked quite impressive as well. Very dangerous delivery from that side. So we need to watch out for him. He's looking to play these crosses in early to catch us out. So he's got the quality to do it. So we need to respect that and make sure we can fix it. But anyway, Tosin tries an ambitious pass for Nkunku, but I mean, come on, man. There's nothing he was going to do then. Flipping hell. Tosin headed to Caicedo. Caicedo, yeah, skips past one man. Finds Gu. Oh! Ah, shit. All a bit too clumsy then, but are we seeing like small early signs that maybe Servette's organization and shape is getting a bit disrupted now? Are they like trying to overcommit? Is this a moment right now we can pick them off and score a goal? Because I think if we get the first goal against them, I think the game opens up to our favor. So let's see how it goes. We need to get this first goal. And I think like if this is the football we're playing, if you're playing possession football, we all know this. We've seen this football our whole lives. You need to get the first goal. We must force that moment a lot better. And we're trying a few things in behind, but everything's very much in front of a very like settled Servette, organization. Caicedo releases Mudryk on the left, free, come on Mikhailo. This guy sometimes, like, he's just really frustrating me these days, Mudryk. I'm sorry. I just think to myself, when am I ever going to see the improvement in him? Madness, honestly. Poor play on the left-hand side. Just loses the ball for fun. Come on, we have like, what, 10 minutes and extra time before the first half ends. At least let's test the keeper. Let's force a few saves now, boys. Come on. Like with this type of football, when it's positional play, it really is the system, right? The system. So the system has to be on point to really unlock teams and take advantages in games, right? And I think sometimes this is why you can see a team like us with, supposedly like, top quality elite level players. Yeah, this is why the game can look too even against an opposition that's like from Switzerland and who are like, what, mid-table or like a top 10 team or something like that. I feel like the football gives you control, but then it also gives the opposition opportunity. I don't know if that's what I'm saying is right. I feel like I need to try and think about what point I'm trying to make right here. But I'm hoping I'm making a little bit of sense. I just think that this control possession, control football, unless the players are like completely optimized and like you've got 100% chemistry playing this way, you're gonna create a competition for weaker opposition just by doing the basics like defending, organization, following your men, etc. I feel like it can create a game that kind of always looks the same, the same moves, the same passes, the same rotations, the same movement of the ball, etc., which, fair enough, you have control. And once the players really understand what they're doing, hopefully, the execution will look better and the sex appeal of the football will be a bit better too. But yeah, I think after seeing this first half so far, it tells me that we're probably like a few months away really from really doing big things in the system. Oh my god, like they're playing some dangerous balls. They have a free kick there, deep on the right sides, and there's another Servette player who gets on the end of that. I mean, our whole organization defending, dealing with that set piece was poor. But anyway, as a counter-attack, Mudryk doesn't find Neto. Good lord, this guy, man. Fucking hell. Bro, this guy is frustrating me like nothing else. Like, you think to yourself, if we had just kept like Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi and players like that, would it have made a difference, really? Probably be a bit better having Pulisic in this team, Like when Pulisic in that, oh shit, taking a shot outside the box, deflects off the top of Badiashil's dome. A very, very long dome. But I'm seeing more, at the moment, in this first half, I'm seeing a bit more threat coming from Servette. They're forcing the occasion more with crosses. They're looking to put men inside the books. They're taking shots outside the books. They're coming here to try and win this game. They're not coming here just to be passengers and just to be happy they're playing against us. Another set piece for them. Another Servette player connects with that at the near post. We're not even winning the aerials right now. Fucking hell, man. Come on, Dewsbury Hall doesn't find Neto. Bloody hell, man. Fucking hell, mate. Come on, a bit of pressure. Like, I'll be trying to win the ball back. Like, what's going on? Gu, one-man army by himself. And somehow, yes, Vega, he gets his body in front and he controls the situation. Plays a pass back to Jorgensen. Good. Because I thought that was a bit too easy then, yet again. Servette finding their man down that right-hand side. It's a bit too easy. Anyway, Caicedo, super ball to find Dewsbury Hall. Oh, shit. It's overhit. The pass was overhit. Dewsbury Hall, man. I think if that pass was perfect, he's through on goal then, and you think to yourself, that was a big moment that was wasted. I just feel like Caicedo's unmarked. We know that his long-range passing is good. He should have done a bit better then, to be honest with you. Now, Servette are back on the ball again. Like, our press it's like, our pressing isn't even like really, is it like man-to-man like that? I mean, I'm not too sure. It seems like a combination of like a bit of a mid-block and a bit of man-to-man marking, but it's not like aggressive man-to-man marking. Yep. Servette, easy to play out yet again. Find their winger. Oh my God. They played through us yet again and they found options down that right-hand side. Come on, man. It's just like these players don't really press, and it frustrates me because I remember when Hudson-Odoi, when he was young, he'd be criticised for doing like the Daniel Sturridge press of looking, oh my God, Vega, that was stupid, bro. What the hell are you doing, Vega? Bro, what was that then? That was like an old school Rudiger tackle then. This is like, 20-year-old Rudiger. Maybe this is why I shouldn't be too harsh with that. Vega's got that little dog in him. He's got the aggression in him. As he controls that, that will obviously help. But now it's all Servette on the ball right now. And again, going back to what I was saying about Hudson-Odoi, I think Tuchel really criticize him for not doing his press and duties properly, not getting tight to his man, doing the Sturridge thing of pretending you're busy. You go to the area, but when you're in that area to engage defensively, you don't do anything. You're just kind of standing there, looking like a mirage, like pretending you're going to do something. And I feel like I see too many guys like Nkunku and Mudryk and a few of these guys who are, they're not real ball winners. They don't want to win that ball back. Maybe this is why, I don't know, is Maresca, again, it's still too early to say, but is he already moving on from this man-to-man thing? Is it like a hybrid thing we're doing? I think we'll learn more answers as time goes on. But like I'm saying, bro, yet again in this game in the first half, Servette too easy, playing out wide, playing through us. Dewsbury Hall loses the ball cheaply in that area. He finds number 9. Oh, shit. Out of all the times he had to get that cross right, thank God number 9 got it wrong in this moment. Look, a whole defense gone to sleep, bro. The striker ran in front of them. Didn't even... Oh, my Lord. Gu holds the ball up. Yes, Gu, man. Good. Come on, Nkunku. Nah, the angle was too tight. Gu should have played the pass earlier. Should have released Nkunku a lot faster then. My thing is, if you're not going to release the ball early, take a shot for yourself then. Because you've already kind of ruined the opportunity for your teammate. Just take the shot. But again, this pressing thing, man, not really doing anything, and Kunku's just kind of jogging about. Caicedo not close enough to engage to win that. I mean, it's interesting. Maybe, you know, being a Premier League fan can make you really arrogant more than you should be, right? I thought this would be one of those games where we'd have like, I don't know, 70% possession, 72% possession. Servette are just like defending for their lives. I don't know. Why did I even think that? I don't know why I thought that. Like, the reality is completely different. And I think this first half is a reminder that, you know, we still need time in, you know, in the system with Maresca, building on ideas, improving things. And I think you notice it because, again, I keep mentioning the, you know, the quality of the opposition. The fact that, oh, Mudryk, finally the best bit of play from him, and he, that was probably the nicest step over I've seen him do in his Chelsea career. He tries the Vinicius Junior ball, you know, through ball in behind outside of his foot, doesn't get it right. But that was nice skill then. But then he overhits the pass. These are things like, you know, but when you see performances like this, it makes us think that we were so critical in guys like Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi. Oh, they're shit, they're not good enough, they're blah, 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 and they're never fit. Imagine if we just like had patience and belief in these guys, like what we have with Mudryk, for example, you know? Like, he costs double what both of them cost combines, which is mad. Yeah, look at the season Pulisic had at AC Milan. Look at how Hudson-Odoi ended last season, like one of the most dangerous wingers in the league. Come on, literally like, what, 20 seconds left. I hope you guys have your questions ready for half time. You know, I think we have to discuss what the hell's going on in this first half. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds of nothing then. Just Neto holding the ball up. And that's it, my guys. First half is over. It is 0-0. I think we get some questions in. Let's unpack what happened in this half. How are you guys feeling about things? Who impressed you? Who hasn't impressed you? What are you liking that you're seeing? And what aren't you liking? Like, let's understand what the hell is going on. Got my first super chat. Okay, Frank Tomasi. Thank you for always, you know, I see you in the comments. I know you like the content. I appreciate that. And thank you for the super chat. Hey Nini, loving the recent live streams. Sending love as always. Sending love back to. I'm not going to be doing that in streams. Absolutely not. But Franks, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, going through your questions now. Oh shit, I didn't even realize how many people are watching this stream consecutively. Shout out to everyone who's here with me right now. I appreciate that. Black Diamond, Mudryk just needs confidence. Ah, bro, we've been saying this for like the moment it's done, he's signed for us. Paul, yes, Paul, get ready for a relegation dogfight. Maresca's an absolute joke. James, just yawning faces. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty boring. Jeremiah, play Jackson wide, take Mudryk off. Maybe that does something, but I feel like it's not bringing too much, right? Dempsey, Mudryk plus 20 million euros for Tomori. Who says no? Ian, he may look like Guardiola, but that's as far as it goes. Abdul, the boos were much deserved. Yeah. Why didn't Madueke start? I mean, I thought it'd be Neto and Madueke. I don't know why Madueke is just not about anymore now. I think that's a massive shame because he was playing all the time in pre-season. We keep hearing reports suggesting that we'd be open to a sell if the right offer comes in, but I think to myself, why? Why would we be? Like, he offers something to the squad and the team, and I just don't understand some of the squad building. And I think, listen, there's been all these talks of this master plan of, oh, but Nini, we're hoarding talents in case of this inevitable, you know, this inevitable transfer ban. But already we're looking to move on players that we only just signed last summer. So the contradictions are massive right now. They're not really adding up or making sense. DT, Mudryk is killing me. Yes, he's just... You know, I had blind optimism and faith for this guy. And you guys, if you've been watching me, you would know this. You know, blind optimism and faith. He had one particular month last season, that goal against Newcastle. Those 4 games, I'm like, am I finally seeing the consistency I've been wanting to see from Mudryk? Once I think March went, April came, he went back to square one again. I'm just thinking to myself, it's impossible, right? He will never get to that level. He'll never get to those heights. And he's had so many opportunities, and I just think that there'll be serious question marks about him this season, and maybe in January, because this is not a reliable left winger that is going to be taking us anywhere right now. You know, hopefully I get to eat my words as the season goes on. Hopefully he does find form, or something comes his way, but it feels like he's just continuing where he left off last season, and that's all he's been doing in his whole Chelsea career. So that's only my take. Brinks, Noni is the best 1v1 player in the team. The game needs him. Yes, Nets on the left, Noni on the right. That would have been the play right here. That was the solution. So it's a bit frustrating that Madueke hasn't started this game. Anton, Madueke is literally one of the brightest in pre-season, and he's growing into what we wanted Odyssey for. Exactly. You know, this whole Odyssey thing, like, if there was one thing this summer, I know you guys are bored of me saying it, but I was so pissed off and annoyed that we didn't secure Odyssey. You know how frustrated I was? We had him right there. And then the directors and the owner and Egbali, you know, wasted this guy's time. Didn't talk to him for a whole week after having initial negotiations. And even when they were negotiating with him, they didn't give him any confidence. They didn't say what the plan was. It's ridiculous. A guy like Odyssey is not going to waste his time. And obviously, he tried to sign for us last summer. It didn't work. He tried again. Joe Giles did amazing to put us in that position. And then these guys, for some reason, fumbled it. But then it doesn't make sense considering we've now signed Neto, who will also play on the right side at times. And we've signed Felix. And you just think, why did we not take advantage of the Odyssey opportunity? He's going to be a sensation at Bayern Munich. So I thought it's one of the stupidest things I've seen. I'll be honest with you. Anyway, Frank Darko. Yes, Darko. Appreciate that, man. First super chat. Thanks, bro. And Kunku has been bad, not Mudryk. Oh, bro. We've all seen that performance with our own 2 eyes. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Listen, you support Mudryk, do your thing. But please, let's not try to reframe this conversation. Jonathan, honestly, we should have got Dembele on a free. That could have been interesting. King Javi, Tyreek George over Mudryk. I mean, are we going to see Tyreek getting opportunities this season? God knows, to be honest. We have to see what happens. I feel like there'll be another chance of surprise. Of course, today, the big news this evening was Aston Villa are making a move to sign Raheem Sterling, and that's perfect. You know, they tried to sign Lukaku. They've actually offered to pay his full release clause. Napoli, step up now. And we have the money to technically take Sterling off our hands. I don't know why they want him, but that's not our problem anymore. They can go and have him. And I think the rumours could be like resurface and rekindle interest in John Duran. Obviously, he scored a goal against West Ham. Very good goal. I think he's a very interesting player. And listen, if we don't get Osimhen on a loan deal and he doesn't accept less wages, then I think we're going to move on and get someone else. But anyway, Les Mia, I appreciate that, man. Hold proper form and Chelsea can't score on you. Exactly. I think as a fan base, I think some of the reasons why we've not necessarily always been as excited towards possession football is that we've seen it fail here time and time again. And you'd feel to yourself, is this really our football? Right now, I think it has to be, because we're committing everything towards the style of play. You know, this philosophy in the manager Maresca, the players we're signing, the players we're aggressively getting rid of. We've communicated this season, we are going to be a, positional style team. This is our identity from now on going into the future. Let's see if it works. HT plays. Nini, in my opinion, Dacia Fofana could be a world-class striker for us. Do you agree? Honestly, bro, I can't agree. Not that I don't think you're right. I just don't know. I've not seen him play enough. It's kind of surprising that already we're looking to sell him and profit from him when he only just signed for us, like, you know, like last week, for God's sake. I just thought if you're going to be investing all the transfer budget into all these like interesting young players, I thought they'd be kept for like at least 3 years minimum before you decide what to do with them. But already we're cashing in, and I don't know. You know, he showed promise in that game versus Southampton, and I don't know. Is he not someone that could offer something, especially when, you know, you look at guys like Mudryk and co, who don't really do too much. But anyway, Francis, thank you, bro, for the your first super chat. I appreciate that. Francis, we have to have Palmer and Nkunku as fluid number 10s. We push Neto to the left and Maresca on the right, and we see how it goes. I kind of agree with that. Obviously, last season under Pochettino, we saw Maresca and Cole Palmer have a really good relationship and understanding down that right-hand side. I thought they really complemented each other. You know, Maresca's 1v1 direct play. Palmer can play him in behind. Palmer could drift in the field. 1-2s. I thought it really works. And I just think to myself, right, if you're going to be playing this way, you have to go for them type of fluid 10s. But if we're going to do that, these guys have to put the work in. They need to work. Last season, we could get away with that because we had Conor Gallagher beside Caicedo. You know, 2 enforcers. Gallagher, the supreme enforcer, because I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. He was our best defensive player last season, yeah? And he made all these guys look good with the work he put in. Having him and Caicedo gave us the balance in midfield finally to be able to support having that attack. And the other thing was Maresca and the wingers started to actually put in work and defend. And Pochettino was on their asses making sure that happens. If we're going to be playing with these 10s and all this sexy stuff, we need to make sure these guys can also put the work in, can also press and also fulfill that side of the game. Moving on. Graham Potter vibes right now from Terence Munich. Loris. Kieran Dewsbury Hall is a mid-signing. I thought it was a surprising signing. When we signed him, we basically said not only to Gallagher, not only Santos, but Chukwuemeka, goodbye. And the mad thing was, it was reported that Maresca didn't even ask for him. It was the directors who took it upon themselves to make that move. I don't think he's a bad player. He showed a little bit of promise in the first half. And listen, he could be something that comes in big for us this season. I mean, he'll have to be. He's like one of our main squad guys, right? But I just felt like, was there much utility to the signing when you already are stacked in this position already and already have similar players? Could that money, that 35 million, not have been spent on other areas? That's all I'm saying. But anyway, more super chats here. Yes, Joe Abdi, bro. Good to see you here this season, man. Been going through a tough time. Your vids always keep me updated, though. Always appreciate you. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that, man. Yeah, life, it can get really mad. Obviously, I was speaking to one of my boys too at the gym today, and you know, it's telling me that his dad's been diagnosed with blood cancer. You know, he's come back from Dubai now to have to spend some time looking after him. It's not a great situation. My mum as well too has been diagnosed with a serious health condition. Yeah, man, life can just get a bit tough and a bit crazy. But you know, if I'm here, it makes me feel good that at least, you know, when you want to take your mind off things, I'm like the device you can turn to. I'm like your distraction. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, man. And hopefully, you know, keep your head up, bro. And hopefully, you know, things work out, man. But I appreciate it. Moving on, Ian Vickers. These directors are just wasting our money. Lukaku, Dewsbury Hall, Drinkwater, Sanchez, Mudryk, Koulibaly, Sarr, Enzo, Ziyech. I get the sentiment you're talking about. You know, we've wasted a lot of money. You know, over like, you know, since the transfer ban, we've spent like nearly 2 billion. And you would think with that type of money, we'd be challenging like every year now, right? And we still aren't. And you think clearly it's not a money thing. It's an execution thing, right? It's a strategy thing. What you do with the money that matters. I mean, Man City, every winter, they're not splashing millions and millions, right, to remain competitive. They buy the right players. This is why most of their signings rarely flop. They're very particular with their needs and what they want. And they're a better team for that. And they're not splashing, they haven't splashed over $1 billion plus to maintain that level. So it's not about just money. It's about execution and strategy. And so far, I mean, this has to be the season we see evidence that there is a strategy that will come to life, because we haven't seen that yet. I used to have blind hope and optimism, especially during that mad January window where Mudryk and Enzo and all these guys came, that, yeah, we're going to climb up the table, we'll easily bag Champions League football. And I got a humble pie. I got slapped around the face with reality. And since that season, it's made me be a bit more realistic with expectations. So, it is what it is, man. Anyway, moving on. Zenith. It's not our fault. We were the pride of London, and now we are a disgraceful mid-table team. Yeah, it's mad. It really is mad. Granted, if we don't score tonight, we're in trouble. We don't even look threatening. That's the thing, right? And I just feel like this positional stuff, I mean, like I was trying to say during the game, you do give hope to the opposition. You do create conditions where they can compete. It's not like you're using your individual player ability to find solutions. You're fully reliant on only finding them exclusively through the system. So obviously, if the players are still, coming to terms and getting to grips with that system, then I think we'll have these types of games where you're going to be playing 50-50 battles with Servette. I think it's absolutely mad, to be honest. Anton, buying for big names instead of prioritising players who come up and show for the club like Connor and Chalobah, and we turn away from them. Absolutely right. I'm sorry. I think it's a big disgrace. I'll keep it brutally honest here. I was excited by this ownership because I blindly thought that their strategy was going to be to enhance what existed at this club and then improve what had to be improved. Because under the old ownership, it wasn't perfect. We all know that. It definitely was not perfect, but there was a lot of promise. There was a lot of foundational stability that had been built there. And you think, if those areas of weakness were improved, we'd be back. You know what I mean? But sadly, they've gone a different route of basically just like taking the football club, stripping it to its bare bones, scorching the entire earth, and doing what they want to do with it. And you think to yourself, if there was a possibility where you could buy your way into the Premier League and create your own team, create your own club, I think these guys would have easily done that, and we'd be seeing these type of strategies right now. There was stability, there were foundations here. There was a bit of an ethos and a culture that you should have accepted and enhanced and improved. And I think they've gone in such an aggressive, unnecessary route that it's no surprise why 3 years in under this ownership, we are still looking to build something and make something happen. And I don't think it had to be like that, because when they bought the club, we came third under Thomas Tuchel. We weren't fighting for relegation, right? Anyway, I got the final super chat before we get back in the game. Rhodes King, appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot for the $10 super chat. Now, you guys are nice to me too much tonight, man. Anyway, second half is starting. I'm going to answer your question, though, man, so don't worry. I'm going to answer that. But your question, I don't know if I would ever enjoy this so-called possession-based football. It's boring, and I don't want to speak Maresca yet. I'll give him 10 Premier League games. I think that's fair to, keep an open mind, be level-headed, and wait to see a little signs of progress. But equally at the same time, we've, as a fan base, we have seen the possession stuff a lot over the years, and it hasn't always worked. I think the only time it started to show a little bit of life was actually when Sarri introduced Loftus-Cheek, and we had Hudson-Odoi, Hazard, Ruben, and players like that finally getting to terms with the system. That's when it started to look good. But that's the only time I've seen hardcore possession football really look promising. Anyway, Mudryk on the left-hand side, he's finally using his pace. He's still got the ball, great run, good run, and he finds that on the right-hand side. That was good play by Mudryk. Neto, no one's at the far post. Wasn't the best cross, to be honest with you. But that was good play by Mudryk. He carried us up the field. He took on 2-3 players. He kept the ball. Then he fouled Neto free on the right side. More of that this half, Mudryk, please. More of that, please. But yeah, man, I completely understand why not everyone would see the possession-based stuff as their cup of tea. It's definitely like an acquired taste. It's one of those things where it only looks really good with time. Once you have that combination of the players' chemistry infused with their understanding and knowledge of the system. And it takes a lot of time to see both those things unite to the levels it's supposed to be. That's why Man City look how they do. So it is what it is. But even then, you know, City aren't always ticky-tacking their way through goals. They got De Bruyne who's spamming crosses for fun. They got Erling Haaland, you know, like the guy who's bigger than every defender in the league up front. You know, he's also found some very like Route 1 type of solutions, right, to play this way. But anyway, Nkunku in the right half space, he finds Neto free on the right hand side. Neto, another left-footed cross. Come on, Neto. Poor play, Neto. Poor play. The cross doesn't even clear the first man, and now we're defending a counter-attack. This Derek guy, yeah, I keep saying Derek, but he's actually looked quite tidy, actually, for Servette. And they're number 9, putting some very good crosses in the box. And I think their defenders have been all right, too. Anyway, I think it's these moments here. You know, yes, we win the second ball. Dewsbury Hall wins that. Oh, yes, overhits the pass. Nkunku. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty, ref. That's a penalty, ref. Thank you, Nkunku. Just a little bit of class and ability. Just to poke the ball away from the keeper. I thought Dewsbury Hall overhit the pass then. That's all we've been doing this game, overhitting passes. But Nkunku uses his right foot just to push the ball away from the keeper. Why? Because he's anticipating the contact. Great play, Nkunku. There has to be a penalty. Yes, he waits for that. Yeah, great play, Nkunku. That's very smart play. Come on, ref. Just stonewall penalty. And that's what we need. That's the bit of luck we needed, right? Like something from a set piece or a penalty or something. And Nkunku's about to take that. Are we going to see the balloon celebration in this half? Nah, he's not going to bring it out in this game, is he? Anyway, Nkunku, that's yours, bro. That's yours. Come on, Christo. Come on, Christo, man. Top bins. Top right bins. Oh. Goods. Just like, that's what I like about Nkunku, you know, when he's like in moments like that, because he's like a world-class player, he has the temperament, right? He knows how to control that moment, control that situation. It doesn't have to be like the maddest play or maddest skill, but just something smart like using your right foot to push the ball away from the keeper to make sure you win a penalty. That's smart thinking. And now we're a goal up. And now we're a goal up. Hopefully this means that Servette will open up a bit more now to force something. And hopefully we see a bit more entertaining football this half now. Fingers crossed. But to get an early goal second half, I think that is definitely it's a big bonus compared to what we saw in the first half. So I'm not complaining. Goods. Yes, Nkunku. Okay. Yeah. A little bit of luck. You need that sometimes. But you force your own luck too. Guess who was Vega? Stick with him. Goods. Like Vega's like, was he 20 years old? 21. Imagine when this guy's like grizzled and seasoned when he's like 25, 26. When he's got a few battle scars on his face, you know? Like, could he be like that Rudiger type of figure that we need in the team? Like, can he develop to be that Rudiger type of talisman in the team? Oh, Gu! Come on, Gu! Come on! Come on! What? Goo. Oh, no, that was a miss. Like, did he run out of steam then in the final moment? Oh, no, amigo, man. That was like prime Fernando Torres. That's a flashback I had. Oh no, maybe did he run out of steam? I don't know what this kid did, man. Like my first reaction, not opinion, but reaction is, if he was, let's say we didn't technically sign a striker and this kid's our backup or main number 2, is that going to be enough? Anyway, Nkunku. Oh, Nkunku. Come on, show her. Nkunku. That was nice. A nice little drive and run by Nkunku. I think Dewsbury Hall expected him to take a shot then. And that's why he wasn't in the right position then to receive the pass from Nkunku. But no, man. Oh, I thought that was it, bro. How? He looks. Oh, no. Oh, no, bro. Oh, that miss was awful. Oh. That's unlucky. Hopefully, for his sake, he gets another opportunity and he bags a goal in this game. Obviously, he's only 18 years old. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? We should always, let's not go too crazy with it. He's still like a youth. He's 18. It's not like he's played 50 games for Barcelona. He's played like a handful of first team appearances. Last season, he played across different age groups at Barcelona for like their B team and like their under 19s and the first team. And he wasn't even consistent for either team. He was just moved about from different teams. So listen, to come here and he's already in our first team squad. Listen, the kid's got some talent. And listen, better strikers have produced worse misses in their careers. So, it is what it is. It's a shame. I think he scores that and then you have a different park in your set, right? But, yeah. It's a shame. That should have been 2-0 then. Should have been 2-0. Anyway. Yes, Vega. Yes, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Yes. Yo, I feel like this Vega kid, man, he might become a little bit of a fan favorite. I'm liking this guy's energy. I'm not going to lie. I'm liking how he moves. Like, he's come here and he's acting like he's a big dog. He's acting like a big boss right now. That's it. Get the fans up. Like, he's channeling like a bit of David Luiz and he's channeling a little bit of Rudiger. Yes, he was Neto. Come on, man. Put the burners on, man. Yes. Oh, Neto's speed boost is ridiculous. Oh, great tackle to stop him, to be fair. That was a very good tackle to stop him. Anyway, Derek, number 17. Yeah, Zenith founder, guys, to be fair, it wasn't a tap-in. Our camera angle made it look worse. That's fair. Obviously, we forget that we're watching the game from like a bird's eye angle. From what's the particular angle? Like an isometric angle or something? Like the EA cam angle, if you want to call it that. So obviously it looks like it was probably worse, right? I said I'm not going to hold it against the kids. I think he did well to, press the keeper into a mistake. That was good. Obviously he's young and he'll improve. Oh yes, Vega. Nice little chest down to find Dewsbury Hall. Mudryk, that's yours, bro. That's it, man. Pure pace. Pure pace, Mudryk. Pure pace. That's it, man. Find Nkunku. You know what? I'm not even that mad. I can see the idea then. I could see the idea, but I don't think he saw that Nkunku was peeling off to the far post then. He had to play the cross goal. But at least he's offering something a bit more now. Second half. Okay, Ten Hag. Okay, triple sub. Let's go. Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, and Noni Madueke coming on. Is that Neto off? Neto is off. Okay, fair enough. Come on, Noni. Let's go, Noni. Show these guys how to do it on the right flank, man. Palmer's coming on. I think we need a bit of Cole Palmer in this game, and Enzo. So when Nkunku's off, I'm hoping I see a game with Nkunku and Palmer together, like more. But yeah, good penalty. I think Nkunku linked the play nicely at times. But I think with Nkunku, you might leave the game as a fan thinking I didn't see too much from him. But I do think at times maybe his teammates have to like be on his wavelength a bit more. I feel like, you know, he does a lot of intelligent things like with his movement and the positions he finds, or how he like, you know, slows his run down, or how he peels off, little stuff like that. And I think, you know, if he was understood more, that type of movement would be rewarded more, and we'd have a bigger impression of his impact in the game. So, in my opinion, I thought it was a decent performance from Nkunku. He didn't do too many things wrong today, and I think he could have been better if his teammates were there to kind of, you know, just like elevate him a bit more then. So Enzo, Caicedo, Dewsbury Hall, Palmer playing false nine. Okay, Palmer's playing false nine then. That's interesting. Obviously at Man City under Maresca, Palmer would play as like the 10. He did play as a false nine. He did play as an 8. And he did play on the right side as well. So it's familiar for him. It is. Cole Palmer false nine. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I think that's very interesting. I think that's a big call. But again, you know, like reality and then like how you envision things in your head completely different. But I'm seeing false nine things. I'm seeing Cole Palmer actually like dropping in to spaces now. He's withdrawn away from his marker. That was a poor ball then to not find Mudryk. Not good enough. But Cole Palmer false nine, you know, let's see what happens with this. Does that give you an impression that maybe Joao Felix could also be used as a false nine once he's introduced in the team? But Madueke, oh, he cuts inside. Well, come on, Madueke. Oh, I think right then he should have maybe played the pass to Mudryk, but he wants to force something. He wants to make something happen. And you come on, Mikhailo, man. Better confidence second half. That's it. Free kick, ref. I think Mudryk, again, second half Mudryk has been stronger this second half. I'm not going to take that away from him. Oh, good pass from Palmer. Finds Enzo. But no one was quick enough to react to that then. But now, honestly, I'm really curious to see this Palmer false nine thing. Like, are we guaranteed to sign a striker? Obviously, a Simhen feels like if the opportunity is right and the timing's on our side, it can happen. But if it's not, are we going to maybe find a backup option? Or do we use what we have until January at least? That'll be interesting. Anyway, Vega. But I could be overthinking, and this is simply just a case of Palmer's playing here for one game as he needs to. But anyway, Enzo makes a run to the right side. Oh, Palmer. Palmer. Oh. But it's kind of crazy to think that Pep did not keep Cole Palmer. I think that's actually an insane decision, to be honest. I mean, this is someone that is going to be one of the best players in the world for sure. He just see it in his class, his game, his first touch, the arrogance, the nonchalant energy he has on the field. Everything's under control. He's never phased. It's, you know, it's not normal. And even working with this kid over the seasons, you know, he's been on the bench for time, and yeah, kind of crazy that they just sold him to us and didn't take advantage of the talent they had. But it happens sometimes, right? Yeah, it works out for us. I think we will get Osimhen. Let's see what happens. I know, like today, like one of his former teammates from Nigeria came out to state that Osimhen's going to happen. Let's see. We have to pay the money. But I think, listen, if Raheem Sterling finds himself at Aston Villa, if he's off our wage bill, as we get near the end of the window with pressure against everyone, and if we sell Lukaku to Napoli early, then I think the path opens up for Osimhen to sign for us. Anyway, good play. Noni to intercept that. Disasi, yes, he finds Noni somehow. Noni tries to do the nutmeg, doesn't come through. Back to Servette. Number 25 plays a nice little switch ball to find the dangerous, no, not that Donny, someone else. That's the right back. But anyway, our time to defend. Vega's been alert down that left side. He's been very alert in this game today. Like, he knows this opposition. He's played against them. The header's intercepted by Badiashile. But Servette are back on the ball. So they're still looking to play. They're committing men forward now. I think that's why we've had a few more counter-attacking opportunities our way. Oh. I just feel like the only other thing I don't like defensively is like anytime there's a bounce ball or 50-50 or something not in control, everyone's just like standing there waiting for someone else to deal with that. Like, no one's taking responsibility to make that ball theirs. I think, you know, it could be better. Tosin, Vega's inverted. Nice. He finds Dewsbury Hall in the left channel. Plays it to Mudryk. Palmer's kind of peeled off right now, looking to receive the pass. He's dropping deeper. Holds the ball up. Okay, plays it back now to Badia. Squares it to Tosin. To the Sassy. And the Sassy finds Enzo is peeled now to the right side. Now Enzo's passed that back to the Sassy. Back to Tosin. Back to Badia. I know, like on Twitter, someone's going to be gassing, oh, Tosin Adebayo had 100% pass completion today. Yeah, he probably does. But is it really that impressive? I mean, come on. Oh, yes, the Sassy. Good defending. Caicedo plays that to Badia. Come on, Badia. To Mudryk. Good. Dewsbury Hall is looking to make a run, overlapping on the left-hand side. Mudryk cuts inside. I feel like he's trying to make things happen. A bit more positive. And Vega just brute forces himself in that area. Gives the foul away. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I feel like in this game, there was like one positive. I've liked Vega. I like how he's carrying himself, how he's moving, how he's, you know, acting on the fields. I don't know why my... oh, shit, I know why. Anyway, oh, the cross looks a bit dangerous then in that moment. Okay, Caicedo receives in the middle. He finds Vega. Oh, drills that pass to Dewsbury Hall, but Dewsbury can't connect with that pass properly then. But it was a nice idea. It was like one of the quickest bit of build-up plays we've seen in this game, to be fair. Yes, Enzo, he wins that. Ah, intercepted. Number 18 on Mark's midfield plays it back to whoever this guy is, who finds Derek free on the left-hand sides. I feel like, again, like playing through us a bit too easily, but then some of their final balls are kind of, you know, the execution now is failing for them at this part. I do think this is it's the time in the game now where we have to go for the second goal. We have to start to, you know, boost the intensity in our game back, stay in control. I mean, the game is not over yet. We're only in front because of a penalty. Outside of the penalty, nothing really. So we can't be getting complacent, because I've seen this team get complacent time and time again last season. I'm not trying to do that again. So come on, you guys. We've got fresh subs on the fields. Intensity now. Let's get the second goal. Okay, the defenders are just squaring the ball again. Enzo is pulled up to the right-hand side. Caicedo plays it into the path with Madueke, who's making that little diagonal run in field. So like I was saying before, Maresca is definitely encouraging that Arteta, you know, wing receiving tactic. If you guys don't know, you know, Saka always like receives as he's making the run infields. There's probably like a better way to describe it that I just can't think on the top of my head. But I've noticed like Neto, Mudryk, Madueke all kind of receiving in field like that. Dewsbury Hall loses the ball. And again, poor execution. And now that's going to be our goal kick now. Another move out from the back. Okay. Tosin slowly carrying the ball forwards. Finds Vega, who's lost the ball. And how, man? Very stupidly sloppy then. Very sloppy, man. Oh, yes, Palmer. Yes, please, Mudryk, use your pace. Yeah, I knew it was overhit then. It was a nice idea. Palmer kind of dropped deep then and looked to play a pass, reverse ball in behind to find Mudryk on the left sides. It feels like Mudryk's going to like end this game. Hopefully he can get a goal or get an assist or something. I feel like second half has been stronger from him. But I don't know. This performance, it's not been perfect. It's not. Obviously, we knew it wasn't going to be perfect. We know that, but it is quite slow. It really is quite slow at times. Okay, Tosin. Another sub now. Servette are making their substitutions. So Derek, the guy I've been mentioning, he's coming off. And this guy is... yeah, awful on my part. Okay, double sub. So they're looking to still get back in this game. We can't go to sleep. You know, we need to still wake the hell up and realize we have to get the second goal. But I do have a super chat here. Thank you, King Chavi. Got to fix our midfield. Too easy to play through. It really is. That's been one of the disappointing things tonight, is that in a few passing moves, you know, they have been able to create some threat in those wide areas. Like, how is Maresca going to encourage the aggression in these guys to press with intensity? Because it doesn't feel like a proper press, right? It feels like it's a little bit like a press and not really a press. I'm not too sure, to be fair. But, you know, there is a lack of intensity off the ball, and it's gonna cost us in the Premier League for sure. Anyway, Mudryk on the left, he finds Caicedo, who plays a nice ball to Enzo. Yes, Noni's freed out wide, 1v1. Come on, Noni. Come on, Noni. Come on, Noni. Yes. Overhit cross with his left foot. Can Vega get that? Yes, Vega does on the left side. Plays it back to Badia. Our defense is pushed all the way up now. Caicedo. Back to Tosin. Back to Caicedo. Vega's inverted. Nice little ball. Quickly finds Dewsbury Hall. Plays it back to Palmer. Back to... Yes, Enzo's released. And he wins the free kick. No? Yes, he does. Okay, number 19. Yeah, straight free kick. I'm really curious to know what the reaction is on social media with this game. Like, are you guys... Do you have, like, Twitter open on the side? Do you know what people are saying? Like, I'm quite curious to know what everyone's thoughts and reactions are right now. Is this one of those, like, you know, when we have a Joao Felix, I think when I watch how he play, I think to myself, if we got that type of maverick who will just kind of freestyle and do what he wants, is that what we need to have like a bit more energy and excitement? I'm curious, to be honest. Can he have fun in this system? I hope he does. Could he be the false nine? Is it going to be something that we don't expect? I mean... I'm still quite curious to know what the solution is going to be, but I'm definitely I don't know. I'm a little bit optimistic. Only a tiny, only because it's Joao Felix. I've always rated this guy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Mudryk, unlucky. Yes, Mudryk released from the left again. And he wins the free kick. So he's been like one of our main offensive threats in the second half, to be fair. Anyway, Torsten finds Enzo. Madueke is free on the right side. Come on, Madueke, take your man on, man. That's it. Cut inside. Yes, Noni. Little Ronaldo chop inside. Finds Enzo. Okay, Noni again. Fucking hell, man. I mean, I get it, you know, the football is like very like measured, it's very considered, very patient, you know. I think as a fan base, we're going to need to have that patience for sure. Come on, Enzo. Good delivery. No, Palmer. Oh, is that back to you, Cole? Yes, perfect first touch, as expected. That's it. Okay, kind of overdoing it, but Caicedo, oh, he plays it back to the keeper. Oh. Now we take all that time only to lose the ball immediately with Jorgensen's poor goal kick. That's yours. Stay with him, Badia. Yes. Gets in front of his man, holds him off, body strength. That's what you want to see. The basics. Okay. Yep. Jorgensen plays it back to Badia, and Badia loses the ball, of course, because there's just no pressure. There's no intensity, and it's no surprise. Every time we've not had any intensity, we've made a mistake in the game, or we give the ball away or do something lazy or cheap. It's just, come on, man. Stupid passing. Back to Tosin. Back to Caicedo. Plays it backwards. Just play the ball backwards, for God's sake. You know you're going to do it. Enzo. Oh, great ball. What a ball from Enzo, bro. What a pass from Enzo fucking Fernandez. And Noni scores. Of course he does. This club, don't be stupid and don't even think about selling this kid. Don't be stupid. Don't get tempted by big offers and interest. This is someone I know I'm going to rely upon this season. But I'm not going to lie, that ball from Enzo Fernandez, how do you, with his right foot, but you know, that pass was so sick that Noni's first touch was just setting himself up for the shot then. Like that little like curl spin he put on that ball then. Beautiful lofted pass. That's what Enzo can do. Noni, great first touch and left foot finish. Honestly, I was getting a bit bored. I was getting a bit tired. I'm not going to lie to you. Backwards. But is that the point of the system? You know, you kind of bore the opposition into leaving holes defensively, and then you rely upon the quality like from an Enzo Fernandez to then like release Madueke. But anyway, that by far was the best moment of quality this entire game. Super finish from Madueke, and don't be stupid. I don't want to read any reports anymore of us even entertaining selling him. I mean, how stupid can we be? He was one of the strongest players end of last season. Oh, Palmer takes a shot for himself. And he's one of the strongest players in preseason. And he's actually someone that's actually showing that, yo, he's improving. He's doing all the things that we've wanted Mudryk to show over the past like 2 years. Madueke's been showing that. And he's had a lot more injuries to deal with. So please, I don't want to hear any nonsense anymore about Noni leaving. Great goal from Noni. Yes, King Javi, appreciate another super chat, man. Thanks a lot, bro. If Chelsea sell Noni, I'm done, bro. I'll be confused myself. I'll be absolutely kerfuffled, dumbfounded. Just, yeah. It'll be one of the most tapped decisions ever. And I'm not going to repeat myself. I don't want to bore you guys. But for the final time, I have to stop seeing Noni sale talks, please. Or if the right offer comes in, don't be stupid. We're not going to sign someone better than him. The guy who was available in the window, and honestly, you flopped getting him. There's no one else right now, so please. Anyway, the Sassy's coming off, Gusto's coming on. Are we going to see like a bit of a difference with having like more of a natural, I don't know, offensive? I mean, I don't even know now, to be honest. Obviously, Gusto won't be pushing forwards. He'll be playing as part of the back three. But because he's playing back three, will he have more license to get forwards? Or does it even matter now? Because we're 2-0 up, we're at home, and we're clearly winning this game. I think Dewsbury Hall, second half, definitely, whatever he showed a little bit of something in the first half, he's definitely shown nothing in the second half so far. Anyway, I say the move there so I can play the ball to you. Yeah, and there's some confusion. But anyway, Enzo's alert. Definitely feeling confident after that assist to Madueke. Great pass outside the boot from Dewsbury Hall to find Mudryk. Come on, Mikhailo. Yes, Palmer. Oh, okay. The move's kind of over then. But I think the only player actually, which is funny. Yes, Madueke wins that ball back. Enzo plays it to Dewsbury Hall. Come on, Mikhailo. On target. But, yeah, that was good play by Noni then. I'm sorry, like Enzo against Wolves, it's got to be Madueke right side, Neto left side. It has to be, you know. Felix come on as a sub. I think that's fair. He's only just signed for us. He needs more time. But as I was saying about Felix, I think if there's one player that's going to make me enjoy some of the, frustrating moments in terms of the players understanding the system and getting familiar with that, I think Joao Felix is probably the best player for that, to give me some entertainment during these very like patient times we're set to be forced into. Yeah, I'm hoping Felix will just make a lot of sense of things and just kind of 5-star things into existence. I'm hoping that's going to happen. But I'm curious, you guys in the chat, if what position do you think Felix will play in? That's what I'm curious to see. Anyway, that's yours, Badia. Okay, Tosin. Deal with that. Caicedo's there to mop the danger up. And the pressure is back on us. But again, a lot of these efforts from Servette are very tame ones outside the box now. I think whatever threat they showed in the first half is definitely gone now. And I think when you get goals against teams like this, their confidence definitely does like fall. You know, they do lose a little bit of hope. So it's what you want to see. Oh, Gusto again, bro. Oh, now this time Jorgensen's forced into a good save. But recently, maybe Malo Gusto needs more time playing this way, because he is constantly these days giving the ball away in bad areas. Obviously, we know he's more of a traditional fullback that wants to overlap and get forwards. He has to play a bit differently now, a bit more considered, especially in the build-up. But I think his instincts are to always play forward when he can. But so far, he's making a lot of like silly errors in the meantime. Enzo's taking a little bit of a knock then. Man, like Enzo. That's funny. No way. Let's go. Okay. Okay, 1 second after this reply back to something. $10 minutes ago now, but at least we have a pretty comfortable win. Hopefully we can get a few more goals, at least one or two more, at least one more goal at least. Please, like, come on. One more goal, 3-0. Lavia's about to come on now. I guess Caicedo's coming off. Okay. Good throw, finds Caicedo. Nice one to Mudryk. Caicedo's drifted to the left-hand side. And he gets tackled by number 4. Okay, Romeo Lavia is on the field. That makes sense. Moises to Enzo Fernandez. Okay. What's the time waste? Anyway, I've got a super chat here. Appreciate that, man. Torbon Jensen. Support the guys. Team's not settled yet. We will get there. Cheers. Appreciate that, man. You're definitely right. You're definitely right. You know, the team isn't settled yet. There's a lot more to come. It does feel like it is going to take some time. And you know, I see it two ways. Listen, it's not the most. It's not going to be the most exciting thing to watch. Waiting for the system to click and for things to make sense. That's fine. We get that, right? But equally at the same time, of course, it's still a work in progress. And as I've been saying, I think the players need to find their chemistry in the system together, whilst also fully understanding their roles and the system's needs at the same time, right? There's got to be that combination of the two together to really start to see this football come to life. And that's only going to come with time. So you're definitely right. And obviously appreciate the super chat, man. But equally at the same time, it'll be a little bit boring in the opening few months, I think, before we hopefully start to see something. I think that's just how it's going to be. Anyway, Torres plays it back to Badia. Gusto, yep, just play an easy pass, Gusto. That's it. Oh, Lavia tried it then, but I don't think Enzo... That's what I mean. Enzo wasn't on the same wavelength then. But if he was, Lavia's pass then was a smart pass because it did take out like 2 players. So that's an example of why the players need time in the system for little details like that. But anyway, no pressure. He's got all that time to take a shot and he hits the top of the crossbar. You know, why is no one communicating? Why did no one step up? Why did he have so much space in front of the books? Maybe I'm sounding a bit annoying, but I see it like this. You know, we'll play a game in the Premier League and you get punished with details like this. In the Prem, the tiniest mistakes, the tiniest details cost and punish teams 24/7. I know you can't stop every single shot, but that particular moment, that was definitely avoidable. And someone should have dealt with him and put pressure on him then. Unmarked in the books again. Another small thing too. I don't feel like defending set pieces has been perfect today. I feel like Servette have won a lot of like territory in our books, right? There've been a few occasions in the first half where they were winning the second balls, winning flick-ons, you know, finding shots somehow from set pieces. It's been one of their best threats against us in this game. And I think, you know, we have bigger tests to come in the Premier League, and teams will punish us in these moments. So, listen, if the football is going to take time, that's fine. But one thing that will definitely give me like peace of mind is if we make it hard for teams to score against us. Like, I don't want to be conceding goals in like really sloppy manners, like stupid mistakes again, or weak pressure off the ball, or just like really weak bits of play. I want to be hard to score against at least make it difficult. Anyway, another super chat's come in. Casey Day, appreciate that, man. Give me 1 second to answer that. Okay, that's cleared then by the Servette keeper who tries to find the guy out wide. Vega deals with that, but he doesn't deal with that. Now there's a counter-attack against us. But Vega doesn't get he doesn't get there. Oh, wasn't the best play by Vega then. But anyway, Casey Day, I got promoted and I'm trying to fly to England to watch the game. I tried to get Bournemouth tickets, but they sold out mad fast up the Chelsea. Give me an email. I'm not here to tell you I can guarantee you a ticket, but I do know some people at least, and I could find out if there's a possibility to find a ticket for you. I can ask my dad. He's quite well connected. Not like with the club, but he's like, well connected in the fan base. He knows people. He travels home and away, all that type of stuff. Like, he'll know someone that might be selling a ticket or something. So I don't want to like give you guys any like false expectations about me. But yeah, man, appreciate the super chat. But email me. My email, you'll find it on Twitter. Email me and let me at least ask my old man if he can, if he knows anyone that has a spare ticket or something. Vega. A bit of head tennis again, and finally cleared by Badiashile. Mudryk wins that, but doesn't win that. Oh. Okay, now he wins it. That was good play by Mudryk then. Goods. Now he recovers well then, with a nice little slide tackle near the ends. But yeah, man. Like I said, Casey Day, my email address, NiiNiiFC@hotmail.com. Just send me a little email, bro, and let me find out if there's Spurs going about. Okay. Now, 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes. What? 6? That feels a bit excessive. Oh my God. Do you see what I mean? Like, I hope people who are watching me don't think I'm like moaning for the sake of it. I'm just trying to look at the details. And again, lack of control from defending set pieces is not making sense. He missed an absolute sitter then, the number 2. We should be 2-1 down. Throughout this game, any cross in our books from set pieces or open play or dead ball situations, Servette players are getting on the end of it. They're making something from that. This is something in the league we'll get punished for. So I'm hoping we'll see, I don't know what we have to see, but it's currently one of those system weaknesses that will need some time to get corrected. Anyway, I feel like Gusto currently, obviously he's playing in a bit of a different way. And I don't know, I feel like, Gusto was just so like reliable and assured of himself. And I'd say one of the best right backs in the league last season. But I feel like so far he's looking a little bit rusty. And I think he's definitely coming to grips with what's expected from him in the system. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one to see because he was so reliable last season. Come on, put some pressure on the ball, win that ball back. Okay, wasting the time. Yeah, Paella man on the bench. Yeah, big up guys. The defense, oh my God. Justin, Wolves will be aggressive. Damn right they're going to be aggressive. We need a striker, bro. Yeah. Fingers crossed it could be, I don't know, a Simhen. Or hopefully there's Nico Jackson. You know, he looks a bit rusty against City, which is normal. He's, you know, not had a pre-season. But, you know, let's not sleep on Nico. I still think he's got something here. And if he was playing tonight, would things be a bit different? Who knows? Anyway, again, defending another dead ball situation. Can we see some improvement? Communication. People picking up their men. Yeah, poor cross dealt with by Tosin. Yeah, Madueke, get close to your man. Okay, Servette play it backwards now. Find their goalkeeper. And he plays it early, but Mudryk intercepts that with a header on the left-hand side. But Servette are playing a bit longer now. Ooh. Nearly got that ball in front of Gusto then. Nearly. I think if I'm a Servette fan, I'm gonna be a bit proud of my team tonight because he had, you know, no hopes he'd win this game. But at least you'll feel proud that they gave it a go, that they've forced some situations, and on a different day, if luck was on their sides, maybe they get something. So I can respect that. Tosin finds Gusto, who plays it back to Tosin, who finds Jorgensen. Is it me, or I don't think I've seen Jorgensen step up to make like the makeshift back four in this game? Is Maresca telling him not to do that because he doesn't have as much experience? Anyway, oh, nice little ball outside the foot from Lavia. Finds Cole Palmer, Dewsbury Hall's pass, but yeah, nothing comes from that. Oh, nice little sweeping tackle by Enzo. I feel like Enzo's played well in the second half since he's come on. He's made things happen. He's been aggressive, showing some energy. I felt like he got a bit of... Listen, I understood the criticism, but I felt like the criticism also came at the expense of the good things he also did. It wasn't like it was all bad, you know? Like, it was a performance that gave me... Like, it told me that, okay, something more could come from this. Anyway, Vega. Oh, yes, Gusto's there. Come on, Noni. Let's get the third goal, boys. Come on, man. Third goal. Oh, it's played backwards. Oh. Anyway, I have a super chat here. Appreciate it again. I hope I'm getting your name right. Torben? Is that how I pronounce it? Torben? Anyway, I want to say this. Chelsea last year put on some performances that were similar to the super team NBA team. Amazing stuff. Give them a hand, guys. Love you all. Appreciate the... I'll give you a little heart, man. Nice little NiiNii heart. But yeah, nice message. I think, you know, we definitely did play some great stuff. It was a bit end-to-end, but it was a bit exciting at the same time, right? It wasn't like completely awful. And there were some big moments, some big goals we scored. I felt like all the goals we scored last season, we scored some bangers. Like they would have won Goal of the Year awards for the last like 4 years, you know? So it was definitely, it was end to end, it was full of moments, and it was exciting. Definitely was. Okay. A few more seconds left before this game is finished. Like 20 seconds left. At least we're going to have our first clean sheet under Maresca, which is something. Oh, Mudryk went to sleep a little bit then. Oh, no. Yes, top save, Jorgensen. And already, like, just the fact that they've had moments where they could have got a goal in this game. And it's just the fact that the intensity kind of just fell off all of a sudden, you know. The pressuring, the intensity. We invited a lot of unnecessary pressure from individual mistakes, attitude, and all that type of stuff. And I'm sure Maresca won't be as happy with the lack of control we had as we ended the game. Because he'll be thinking, listen, we can't be playing like this in the Premier League. Don't be falling asleep because we're playing against Servette, yeah? Good save by Jorgensen, who got tested a bit more than I expected him to. And I think he got tested more than the Servette goalkeeper, if I'm getting things right. But anyway, my friends, it's been a really big live stream today. I'm actually quite surprised by all the numbers, the interactions, the people who are here. If you guys are enjoying it, if you want to see more of this from next season, obviously from this season, then let me know in the comments. You know, I'll probably bring back... I feel like I'm just talking so much that I'm starting to get a bit tired now. Got all this like word vomit coming out now. I'm just not making too much sense. I mean, you know, I respect these streamers, man. It's definitely a skill to be, you know, to consistently talk and give engagement 24/7 doing this. It's not the easiest thing. But my friends, you know, first win under Maresca's belt. We're clearly going to be getting into the Conference League group stages. Obviously, second leg will be next week. And yeah, there's still, you know, I think the job's basically done now, to be fair with you, unless it's like the biggest capitulation we've seen in our entire lives. But yeah, my friends, it's been a really big stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for the super chats, all the love, the support, and definitely leave your comments below about how you feel about the game. In the meantime, I'm going to bounce now because I need to get this match review ready, and that review will be out in like under an hour. So thank you to everyone. I'll see you guys all soon.